Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and those who are neither, wherever you are in the world. I'm Ramblin' Rusty Elm, and this is Ramblin' with Rusty. Last week on Rambling with Rusty, we finished off, for the most part, the Vvardenfell storyline, and reached the point where we now have to face the final battle with Clavicus Vile's mutt, Barbas. And we are here with Barlzar to enter Clockwork City and try and stop him from destroying Vvardenfell. Barbas, that is. So, without further ado, let's get it going.
Over here! Don't let the hound see you!
Oh, my favorite dupe has finally arrived! Oh dear,
You can talk to the Daedric dog if you want.
I've got sooner
Follow me
off.
into the maintenance junction. That should take care of it. I disabled most of the defenses in this section, but Sotha Seal installed numerous safeguards. I advise caution just in case. Barbas is ahead of us, but I know many paths through the city. We're just like the fox that chased the hound. With my help, the probability calculates in your favor, but you must keep moving. The hound won't dawdle, unless he comes upon an interesting smell, or a tree. Since we know Barbas's ultimate destination, I can open routes he can't access. Only one logical place. Most of them might be around.
Too bad you'll never get past the gate while the factotum's protected.
The hound is right. Disable the factotums and the gate couplings. You can always repair them later.
All done. Must run. No one ever catches the hound.
I can use these controls. Follow Barbas.
You are persistent, I'll give you that. Looks like you need more stopping.
Daedric tricks. No matter. There's another path back the other way.
what's your head?
Look, Master! The Vex Joy found a way through just like you said! What? Master, I'm close to our goal! With the Vex energy, I can open a portal and...
Pray this works, my hound, for you interfered with a plan that wasn't intended for the likes of you.
When you're finished with those fabricants, follow me. Beautiful, isn't it? One of Sotha Seal's favorite atelier. I think Barbara's is already inside. That's the atelier behind me. Not only is this the workshop where Sotha Seal experimented with divine energy, it also houses one of the reservoirs that can be used to power the entire city. A reservoir currently filled with Vivek's energy. Almost certainly, Sunara led him right to it. It won't take the Hound long to figure out how to access Vivek's stolen energy. Then he'll try to open a portal for his master, Clavicus Vile. Maybe. Probably. It's a distinct possibility. Certainly the Hound and his master think so. Whether it will actually work or not, you have to go in there and stop him. The danger's too great to ignore. As I said, the atelier is the workshop where Sotha Seal used Sunara to experiment with his own divine energy. The reservoir located inside was specifically designed to contain such massive power. As far as workshops go, it's a masterpiece. No, that's inadvisable. The atelier has defenses. You have no idea what it will do if it marks one of Sotha Seal's apprentices as an enemy. Neither do I. You go. I'll use the control.
You can't stop me if the defenses won't let you in.
Southern Torsion Clutch activated. Open that vault and destroy its defenses. Control's responsive now. Open the north vault and destroy its defenses. final clutch is active. Open it and enter the energy reservoir. Range fluctuations ahead. Barbas is manipulating the energy reservoir. Hurry!
I've turned this contrivance into a portal machine! Like my new armor? I wanted to wear something special when I kill you! Let me give you a taste of divine power! Patience, Master! The portal is almost ready! Soil Oblivion is opening wide!
I can feel it! Clavicus file is almost here! Seize Sonora! Then retrieve Lord Vivek's energy from the reservoir conduit. Lots of interference. Makes it difficult to lock onto a destination. I'll go ahead to stabilize the connection.
Such a good and faithful hound. You have done enough for now. So, you're the mortal who gave my poor dog so much trouble. I suppose we should have a chat, you and I. How dare you discipline my dog? He was only trying to appease his master, and I'd never harm a hair on whatever insignificant creature you hold dear. You... Indeed. Whatever. This little flea thinks it's small.
That's terrible.
Quiet, dog. Haven't you... Wait. Who dares intrude upon my lesson?
Found you! Over here. Oh. Clavicus file. This isn't good. I lost you somewhere between the Clockwork City and Vivek. But it was simple enough to trace your energy signature to this Daedric shrine. Unfortunately, some power is interfering with my efforts to open a portal for you. That would be unfortunate for you. Luckily, you have me to assist you. Well, me and Sonara. Expend a small amount of Vivek's energy at the statue, and that should provide enough of a distraction.
Begone, meddling wizard! That stings, little flea!
That actually worked. Well, glad to see you're still alive, Assistant.
Hurry, Outlander. Vivek is nearly spent.
My time draws to a close. So you retrieved my stolen energy. You stopped, to quote my 75th exaltation. Certainty is the brother of fear. Nothing is certain. But I have come you sooner and restore my energy.
Praise Vivek, his energy is restored.
Remarkable. No Ordinator or Armiger could have done any better. You uncovered a Daedric spy in our midst, brought a living god back from the brink of death, and saved all of Vvardenfell. Well done, my friend. As my next sermon shall proclaim, modesty is the false cloak of a flatterer, or the sincere garment of the humble. Again, you have my gratitude, and that of all my people. Indeed, even those who rail against the... You have done much for me and for Vvardenfell. But as the... Gratitude is its own reward, I once told the crowds in Ebonheart. But I found that some of my followers appreciate something more tangible. Help me reward those who aided in the saving of Vvardenfell, so we can reassure... To start, retrieve the archcannons. One last task before your service ends, my friend. Rejoice. You cursed the darkness with good reason. Now praise the return of the light. The eyes and ears of the warrior poet returns, and just in time for the gathering crowd. Continue to guard it, for it represents not only my loyal servant Tarvis, but also the past and future of my priesthood. And take this as well. You have been my eyes and ears in the world. Now be my hands. Within the modest sack resides gifts for my faithful servants. Blessings from me, though I would have you deliver them. You served me as I call forth my faithful. Reach into the sack and give them the first thing you find. They shall hear my words of praise and gratitude, while it shall be your hand that rewards them. Are you ready? Overseer Shiralas, step forth. Overseer Shiralas, you sacrificed your blessing stones to aid the warrior poet. Well done. Take these recharged stones and finish building my city, after relaxing with your patient wife.
Thank you, Lord Vivek. I shall do as you ask.
Barrels up. Approach. Your knowledge of the mysteries of my brother's Sotha seal and the intricate twists and turns of portal magic were invaluable. Take this, and use it well to further your experiments.
Gemstones, filled with a tiny fraction of divine energy. Amazing and so very generous. With careful tuning, this could improve portal magic 100-fold. Thank you.
Canon Levoul, kneel before me.
Was that... Did Lord Vivek summon me?
Archcanon Tarvis served us well until his death. But when I was most in need of assistance, Canon Levoul rose to the occasion. Now rise once more as Archcanon Levoul.
My lord, I'm not worthy. But I shall endeavor to become so. Thank you. And I can't wait to inform my ancestors.
In every poem, it's the last stanza that holds the most meaning. Once a stranger to our land, now a friend forever. Step forward. You come before me with an empty sack, but have no fear. As I have written, treat your enemies well, and your friends even better. Know that I consider you to be a very good friend. Then let it be known that from this moment forth, you shall be called the Champion of Vivek, and along with my thanks, take this modest reward. I foresee even greater achievements in your future, but for now, be content to be the hero of Morrowind. Now go forth and rejoice.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. The complete storyline quest of Vvardenfell. Now we're going to drop down here and we're going to deal with those etchings, those rubbings that we took. And then perhaps
Enter the library of Vivek and be welcome. If you have
start
you come
working
to
on
see our
some of the
wonder
side
in
quests
miniature,
here.
our magnificent tribute to Morrowind. Alas, the work is not yet complete, and truth be told, there is more to our miniature Vvardenfell than simply a representation of our land at a reduced scale. Indeed, and once complete, it will point us to the location of the lost Library of Andul, the secret repository of the knowledge of the great houses. I just need someone to help me handle the legwork, as it were. Well, that's the rub. Literally. The ancient families of Vvardenfell hid the location of the library and then placed clues to find it at their ancestral tombs. I need someone to take rubbings of these clues. Will you help me solve them? Excellent. Let's start with a simple one. Head north of Vivek and travel to the Orthrelas ancestral tomb. Look for a stone plaque near the tomb and take a rubbing of the words inscribed upon it. Return to me with the rubbing and, well, you'll see. Oh, genealogical records related to the earliest Velothi settlers. It could improve our understanding of the origins of the great houses 100-fold. And who knows what other lost knowledge waits within the library. It really is quite exciting.
Okay, head north. Might as well stop and grab it. Probably would have been quicker to just take the road the first time around. I don't remember if I can get through this way or not.
I need a break.
Looks like I can.
I assume you found the tomb without too much trouble? Were you able? The model of Vvardenfell progresses nicely, but we still have a long way to go to fill in all the notable landmarks and uncover the location of the lost library of Andul. This is perfect. Now, prepare yourself. What happens next will be simply amazing. Thanks to magic provided by Lord Vivek, I can use this rubbing to not only record the clue provided by the tomb, I can add a new section to our model of the land. The model of Vvardenfell progresses nicely, but we still have a long way to go to fill in all the... My research indicates that 30 of our most revered families each left a clue to the location of the Library of Andul. Find the remaining 29 tombs, take rubbings, and before long, our model will be complete and the location revealed. As you recover more rubbings, return here to me. With every detail we add to our model, the closer we get to discovering the location of the lost library. I prepared a list of tombs you need to find. Refer to the note as you conduct your search. Wonderful! I'll decipher its portion of the clues and finalize the associated section of the diary.
Those bookshelves were a bit confusing, so we're going to leave them be. We need to grab our next level. And we are progressing along just dandily. Let's see. As you can see, I did grab my ultimate when I claimed the level 10 rewards. And I think we're going to save those for later. Let's see, what do I have in here? Soul Shriven and Cold Harbor and one of the Undaunted. Let's go ahead and clean off our journal. Stone Falls. It wants us to go way over there. Yeah, no, I don't feel like running across another one right now, so we will just skip that. Okay. Talk to the hooded figure. It wants us to take a trip to do that. Did I remember to start this? No, I did not. I did it again. Okay. Stone Falls.
Greetings. My benefactor wishes to speak to you about a matter that could affect the fate of our... If my benefactor wished to discuss details in the open, why send a messenger? My benefactor awaits nearby. Do not tarry.
Okay, time to get clubbed over the head. No. Well, I guess I can't just, well, Nothing in here to grab.
Whoa there. Are you all right? The name's Lyris. I hope you've still got some fight left in you. You're going to need it. Dead. Must have been the runt of the litter. Keep your weapon ready and stay sharp. This place is full of surprises. Keep moving. There are more Daedra on the way.
Don't stop now. Keep moving. More guards are on the way.
Keep moving.
Over here. I need help.
Well, we're supposed to do something in here. Oh, I got too far ahead of her. You know, I'm supposed to follow her, not lead her.
Let's get out of here, my friend. The Prophet.
Greetings, Vestige. Like you, I'm a prisoner in this place. You must rescue me, and I, in turn, must rescue you.
Hold a moment. Come here. We need to talk. The Prophet. He's a prisoner here too. It was very dangerous for him to speak to you, even for a moment. You must think you can help me. Break him out, of course. Believe me, I can use all the help I can get. That blind old man is the only person alive who can help us get back home. Tamriel's a long way from here. These tunnels will eventually take us to the Towers of Eyes. That's where we'll find the Sentinels. Magical constructs created by Molag Bal to guide his vision in Cold Harbor. The Sentinels are connected. If we destroy one, the others will be blinded. With any luck, that will buy us the time we need to free the Prophet. I've no idea. Brute force? We'll find a way. We have to. Be ready for it. I'm sure you do. And I'll answer them as best I can.
Now I don't really have any
We should
questions.
keep moving.
I already know what the place is.
Well played, friend. Arcase Beard, you are good in a fight.
The god of brutality knows of your escape. Hurry!
The god of schemes can see every part of Cold Harbor. We need to distract him. What was your name again? Try to be inconspicuous. We just got free of this place. The last thing we need is to get recaptured. I'll keep watch. Quickly! While he's blinded, we must get to the Prophet's cell.
Yeah, hurrying doesn't really help, we kind of play on that.
Fool! You will never escape my realm.
Hermamora's wagging tongue. The door's warded. We'll never get in this way. Damn it! Destroying the Sentinel must have triggered these wards. We'll need to find another way. Cadwell is the oldest. Cadwell sees things.
one fine day in the middle of the night. Hello, what's this? Out for a stroll, then? Lovely. Sir Cadwell, yes, indeed, a pleasure. And fair Lyris, good to see you, my dear. How are you, then? Oh dear, well that is inconvenient, isn't it? Tell you what, I happen to know another way in. Much more of a scenic route. Rather cautiously, I expect. Watch your step, hold your nose, and do mind the traps. There'll like as not be a fair dose of running and skull-bashing as well. Follow the river. You'll find the door to the Undercroft at the water's end. Once you're inside, stick to the light, and you'll find a ladder that will take you right up to the Prophet straight away. Do give him my best. Best of luck. Do check in now and again, won't you? Well, there's not much to tell, is there? It's the same old pish-tosh, gallant knight, epic quests, rescued maidens. I came to this land when my head was quite unceremoniously separated from my body. Bad luck, that, but you make the best of things. Oh, quite a long time. In fact, I wouldn't be a bit surprised if I was the oldest of the soul-shriven. Of those who didn't go feral, that is. I know every tunnel and path, every nook and cranny. The others look up to me, I suppose. Ah, Lyris, girl's as mad as sheer Gorus jammies. Heart's in the right place, I suppose. Says she's got to rescue the Prophet to save us all from eternal torment. How an old blind man could do that is quite beyond me. An imperial gentleman. Apparently he was once a powerful mage, but the years haven't been kind. Lyris says he knows of a path back to Tamriel. I rather think that if one existed, I'd have found it. I hadn't actually given it much thought. Anything's possible, I suppose. Truth is, I've been here so long, this place feels like home. But a good uprising now and again is a pleasant...
Okay.
Cadwell seems to think this Undercroft is a delightful place. Probably means it's a death trap. You better be careful. The sooner you get that door...
Okay, stick to the light. Ah, the other person who was ahead of who was next to us has gone through and cleared out all the dead. Well, almost all of them.
Come get some more, you skeeving hawkers! The Prophet's cage should be just ahead. Quickly now, we haven't much time. All right. The good news is we made it here in one piece, and the Prophet looks unharmed. Now the bad news. It's going to be up to you to keep him safe and get him back to Tamriel. There's a trick to opening the cell. The only way for a prisoner to leave is for another living soul to take their place. I need to swap places with the Prophet. Believe me, I wish there was, but I don't see anyone else here with a beating heart, do you? If Molag Bal isn't stopped, he'll destroy everyone and everything we've ever loved. Once it's done, get moving. The Prophet will know where to go, but he'll need your eyes and your protection.
Oh, I'm supposed to, activate the pinions.
Freedom! I remember this. Thank the divines you are safe. There is that at least. Lyra sacrificed everything that we might go free. Her sacrifice... I wish that were possible. But I promise you, once we escape Cold Harbor, we will find a way to rescue her. That is the name I have given you. You are but a trace of your former self, a soulless one, an empty vessel that longs to be filled. That is what I've come to be called. My true name is lost, even to me. Years of torment have taken their toll. The anchors are Daedric machines of the darkest magic. Their chains bind our world and pull it towards Cold Harbor. I can use one of these anchors to return us to Tamriel, but you... Up the stairs, quickly! We must get to the anchor mooring! There it is! The dark anchor mooring.
The mortal thinks it can defy me. Futile. Soon your world will be in my chains.
Come, I will protect you. A moment, Vested. The Dark Anchor's portal is high above us. I will prepare a spell to lift us to it. But first, you must reach a shard of ethereal magic. Shard of Aetherius, fall upon us now and anoint us with your blessing. There, quickly! Collect the Sky Shard. Great Akatosh, dragon god of time, I require your strength. Let the way be opened. Let these wandering souls return home. Let the will of Molag Bal be denied. Hurry! We must go now! As I feared, we arrived in different locations. Days, weeks, I cannot tell. The voids between worlds disrupted all sense of time and space. I know only that you were deposited into the sea, and some charitable soul fished you out and brought you to dry land. I'm afraid you will have to decide that for yourself. I must focus on searching for a way to repay Lyris's bold sacrifice. I cannot foresee that, not yet. But we will meet again. There is still much we need to accomplish. Be wary, Vestige. Our very plane of existence is in peril. The threat of Molag Bal looms across all Tamriel, and chaos spreads in its shadow. Danger roams the land and will assume many forms. Do not let it catch you off guard. You must find your own path, but perhaps there is a reason for the place in which you find yourself. Explore, search for a cause to lend your hand. Join with others. You might even seek out those who rescued you from the sea. The choice is yours.
Alrighty, well, I'm going to skip the whole Bleakrock Isle portion, as I've already done that in an earlier episode. Actually, that was done on a live stream, I think. So I will edit that, get it reposted as a video from Season 1, and add the link to the description on this video.
Hey everybody, Rusty from the future here. While going through those older recordings, I have discovered that due to technical difficulty, I only got half of the adventures through Bleakrock recorded. So we will be taking Candy back through that to get that done. In the meantime, let's get back to the episode. Have a good night, and don't forget to stop and smell the roses.
Let's see. And let's head to the Way Shrine and get back out in the world. I don't want to go that way, I want to go this way. I am, however, going to run and grab the sky shards here if I haven't already. Looks like I've got one. Nope, I have not got them. So, let's go get those sky shards. Yeah, it looks like the others said go ahead and turn around. And here. You gotta remember to stop and collect resources. I need to go this route. Oops. Okay, we need to go. Yeah.
There you are. There you are, Vestige. We must speak at once. Listen well. I have located a safe harbor from which we might plan our course of action. You must meet. I awoke to choking ash in the air and the sounds of strife. I am in Morrowind, home of the Dark Elves, in a city called Davon's Watch. The harborage is a ruin in the cliffs west of the city. hear familiar footfalls. Come closer, Vestige. Welcome to the harborage, Vestige. This is as comfortable a home as an old dried-up husk like myself could hope for. Despite my blindness, nay, because of it, my other senses seem to have heightened. This place had the right smell about it. Indeed, but let us not get ahead of ourselves. Without an understanding of where we are bound, every road will get us nowhere. Before we truly understand our destination, we must speak of the past. Of a sort. I invite you to enter my mind and walk with me through visions of the past, that you might understand the events that brought us to this time, this moment. Enter my mind, Vestige, and walk with me through the shadows of past events. Follow me, Vestige, and learn of the events that precipitated our current crisis. My part in the story began when I awoke on the steps of the Abbey of the Moth Priests, with no memory of my prior life. The Moth Priests took pity upon me and brought me into their fold. I was weak and near death. It was there I first set eyes upon the Elder Scrolls and devoted my life to their study. The scrolls allowed me to glimpse the very fabric of reality, but each profound insight dimmed my vision and eventually left me permanently blinded to the light of the world. The prophecies of the Elder Scrolls are a fluid, living thing. They are not fixed. At many points throughout history, the actions of heroic mortals have rewritten them. I only know that you are important, Vestige. The scrolls reveal to me that your destiny is intertwined with that of the Five Companions. The Five Companions were a band of adventurers who sought out an ancient artifact called the Amulet of Kings. They hoped to use this artifact to persuade Akatosh, the dragon god, to accept their leader as one of the Dragonborn. The Dragonborn are mortals destined for greatness, with the blood of the dragons in their veins. It is said that only a true Dragonborn can ignite the eternal dragon fires in the Imperial City. Baron Aquilarius, the son of a Colovian duke, who led a rebellion against the Emperor Leovic and took the crown himself. Alas, Varen was not truly a Dragonborn, as those who sit upon the ruby throne must be, in accordance with tradition. You have already heard enough babbling from this old blind fool. It is time you met the Five Companions yourself and witnessed their fate. The first companion, Lyris Titanborn, daughter of giants, was the mightiest warrior in the service of the Emperor. Next, Abnathan, a powerful sorcerer and Grand Chancellor to the Imperial Elder Council. The Red Guard Swordmaster, Sai Sahan, leader of the Imperial Dragon Guard. The Imperial Emperor, Varen Aquilarius, who attempted to light the dragon fires and failed. And finally, Manamako, the traitor, the King of Worms, a powerful necromancer, and your executioner. These were the Five Companions who set out from the Imperial City on an epic quest to recover the lost Amulet of Kings. Manamako convinced Varen that the amulet could be used to perform a ritual that would rekindle the dragon fires. He claimed this would please Akatosh and entice him to adopt Varen as one of the Dragonborn. By tradition, only the Dragonborn can lay claim to the Ruby Throne and rule as the one true Emperor by divine right. Varen conquered Cyrodiil and took the throne, but unless he became Dragonborn, he feared he'd always be thought of as a pretender. Each of the 5 companions were chosen for their skill and courage, and each was given a special role to perform in the party. You've already met Lyris. She's a Nord warrior from the frozen lands of Skyrim to the north, and it is said that her family lineage contains the blood of giants. Varen chose her for her strength and her loyalty to be his personal bodyguard. Sai Sahan came from a long line of Redguard swordmaster nobles. He was the leader of the Dragon Guard, the security detail of Varen and the Elder Council. While Lyris was Varen's bodyguard, Sai was charged with protecting the entire group. The Therns are one of the most influential families in Cyrodiil. Abner, their patriarch, is the leader of the Elder Council, a powerful battle mage and a shrewd politician. With his council, Varen was able to seize the Imperial throne years before. Manamako the traitor, the great enemy, the most powerful necromancer this world has ever known. His worm cult infiltrates and corrupts every corner of Tamriel. It was he who convinced Varen to perform disaster, war, and pestilence. A world brought to its knees. Now watch and see how one man's arrogance brought about the greatest threat our world has ever known.
There it is. The Dragonfire brazier. Manimako, you certain this will work?
It will work, my liege. The Amulet of Kings will rekindle the dragon fires and ensure your rightful place as Emperor. You have my word.
It better work, Manimako, or you'll find your neck at the business end of my axe.
My lord, I wonder if you'd muzzle your half-giant pet. She really is annoying.
Enough, both of you. We are here to ensure my lord's rightful claim to the Ruby Throne.
Abner, begin the ritual. I have a destiny to fulfill. By the lighting of the dragon fires, I claim my rightful lineage. By the fires of creation, let me be reborn. By the will of Akatosh, I proclaim myself Dragonborn.
Varen Aquilarius, you are no heir to Alessia. You will pay for your sacrilege. The veil between Tamriel and Oblivion tears and splits asunder.
What's happening? The sky's opening up. This is bad. This is very bad. Ah!
This isn't supposed to happen. What's the meaning of this? Manimako, what have you done?
Gullible fools! The veil between Oblivion and this world has been torn. My master, Molag Bal, is free to claim Tamriel for his own.
Akatosh, forgive me! Have mercy on our souls!
The ritual tore the veil between Nairn and Oblivion, allowing Manamako to begin stealing the souls his master needed to power the dark anchors and initiate the plane meld. Akatosh gave Alessia the Amulet of Kings as a symbol of his covenant with Nairn. So long as the amulet remained in the care of Alessia's heirs and the dragon fires remained lit, Tamriel would be protected from the Daedra. Manamako tricked Varen into breaking the covenant, and the veil between Oblivion and Nairn was torn. The Elder Scrolls named this event the Soul Burst. It gave Molag Bal the opportunity to disconnect the souls of Nairn from their hosts. Varen was lost. In the chaos of the moment, Sai Sahan took the Amulet of Kings and fled. Lyris was captured by Manamako and delivered to Cold Harbor, the realm of Molag Bal. Tharn remains Chancellor of the Elder Council, and his daughter Clivio rules as Empress Regent. But the true power remains in the hands of Manamako and his worm cult. When I discovered the truth about the 5 companions, I made subtle inquiries, but apparently not subtle enough. Manamako got word of my interests and abducted me. He took the truth as always a threat to evil men. Manamako feared I would reveal his treachery, and if knowledge of Nan's vulnerability were to become known, it could threaten his master's schemes. Molag Bal. Long ago it was written, so long as the Amulet of Kings was borne by Alessia's heirs, Tamriel would be protected from the forces of oblivion. But the soul burst tore the veil between worlds and gave Molag Bal the opportunity he desired. Molag Bal's dark anchors pierced the torn veil and seek to draw man into the depths of Cold Harbor. These terrible engines of destruction have been appearing all throughout Tamriel. If the Lord of Brutality and Domination is successful, he will merge our world and his own in a terrible plain meld. Few will survive the ordeal, and those that do will be enslaved for all eternity. And so it falls to us, Vistage. We must stop Molag Bal and his dark anchors, or our world is doomed. And now history seems to have caught up with us. As you say. And so it begins. The remainder of the story has yet to be written. It is your story now. And there is so much to do. But know this, you will not walk. We must grow in strength and in numbers. You will need more than the company of an old blind man to alter the course of history. We must assemble our own group of companions. The first you have already met. Lyris sacrificed her own freedom to allow us to escape. She remains a prisoner in Cold Harbor. I must determine her precise location if we are to mount a rescue. That will... Minamako's agents leave a web of lies and deceit. They pit the races of Tamriel against one another and divert their attention from the real threat. Seek out these agents, wherever... Forgive me. Bringing you into my mind seems to have taken quite a toll on me. I must rest. I will contact you when the time is right. Until then...
Okay then. Let's see. Still need 4 more levels for that one. Canis Domain. That needs to be level 30. Well, it seems we still have a long ways to go to continue building up our build. So, off we go. Let's see, Sky Shards. I guess that's the next order of business.
is now. Seek me by the cliffs outside Devin's Watch. Hurry.
Let's see. Oh, I'm up above the harborage again. Yeah, still need to go over here though. Oh, I've already got this one. Okay. Although I don't think I realized before just how close to the city the harborage actually was.
It is good to see you again, and I do see you in my own way. You're a wound in time, a tear in reality that shouldn't exist and cannot long endure. Fate speaks in riddles. Your fate was written in the scrolls long ago. It is entwined with the fate of the 5 companions. She works a terrible forge under the lash of the great deceiver, Molag Bal. Her soul is in great danger. You must go to her. I can manifest a gate to that dark realm. Tread carefully in Molag Bal's realm. You are important. The scrolls have so named you. After Lyris took my place in the Wailing Prison so that we might escape, the Daedra moved her to the Foundry of Woe. It is a place of torment and despair. She toils endlessly making weapons for the enemy. The god of schemes invaded my mind many times during my imprisonment. It was a tortuous experience, but by forcing his way into my mind, he inadvertently opened his own thoughts to me. We are connected, he and I. With concentration, I can see through his eyes. He feels my presence, and it fills him with rage. When you enter the foundry to recover Lyris, I can keep his attention focused on me. It will be a far greater danger for you to enter Cold Harbor without this distraction. It is Molag Bal's realm, and his power there is great. I will endeavor to distract him in this.
And he's still alive. Thank the gods. But you don't understand. It's hard to describe. My memories, my feelings, they've been fragmented, ripped apart. I've tried. I'll do my best. Lead on. These lost souls are barely aware of their humanity. The guards don't even beat them anymore.
Back to work, Sage.
This can't be. It looks like my childhood home in Skyrim. My parents' graves. My mother died in childbirth. My father was distant. Cold. I think he blamed me for my mother's death. I ran off to become a mercenary when I was 16. I never saw my father again. He was murdered by an old enemy. Father? Papa, is that you?
Bleed, you bastard! Die like the monster you are! Your mind and soul are already ours!
Who are you? Why does Lyris walk with you? In life, I was Gyalda, father to Lyris. My spirit was torn from its rest and brought to this foul place. The Daedra forced me to experience my own murder again and again. I thought my torment would never end. I don't understand. Lyris was always a free spirit. Lyris, is this true, child?
You were always so cold. So distant. My mother died giving me life. It was my fault. I should never have been born.
Lyris, look at me. The blood of giants flows through my veins. Your mother was a Nord. I gave her my seed without thought for her safety. That's why she died. Not because of you, child. Because of me.
I thought you blamed me. You couldn't even look at me, Papa.
Do you not see? When I looked at you, I saw her face. I loved her, child. Just as I love you, more than life itself. We cannot change the past, nor should we cling to it. You must not let these feelings haunt you. Let them go. Let me go.
I love you too, Papa. Rest now. Be at peace. He's gone. Come on, let's get out of here. This place is a labyrinth of hopelessness built to compound the misery of those who labor here. Careful. Keep your head down.
Did you get all the pieces?
Yeah, I stashed them in the footlockers all around camp. I bet the commander makes her run 50 laps this time.
50? Let's hope the beast gets a lashing.
All right, let's get back to it. Act natural. All alone in this hellish nightmare.
Did you find something? I can't believe it. This armor is who I am. It's what I am. Excellent. I'm ready. What's your step? All the mining has made these tunnels unstable. Abner Thorn, you traitorous bastard. I should have expected to find you here.
Don't be a fool, Titanborn. I'm trying to help you. Your hatred poisons you. Warriors are like steel. When you lose your temper, you lose your worth.
Help me. You betrayed us all, then went back to licking Money Marco's boot before the smoke cleared.
I did what I had to do. And as a show of my good intentions, I have a gift for you. But be warned, Cold Harbor will not give it up easily.
Is that... Sure, Bones, it is. Vestige, that's my battle axe. It's good to have you back. My axe. I don't know. I don't trust him and I never will. But it's odd. The blind hatred I felt when I saw him... I could have strangled him with my bare hands. But now... I think he was right. That hatred was poisoning me. Better. Stronger. Almost whole again. Isn't that strange? I feel powerful enough to take on Umaril the Unfeathered himself. I feel like a warrior again. We're not done yet. We need to keep moving forward. The passage is... Stand back. No damn pile of pebbles is gonna stop me now. So many Daedric beasties, so little time. We need to keep moving. Did you hear that? It sounded like... No. It couldn't be. Sai. What's happened to you? What have they done?
Lyris. Lyris. I can see you. Are you really there?
Sai, it's me. We're seeing some kind of vision of you. Do you know where you are?
I don't know. They're torturing me. They want the Amulet of Kings. Want me to tell them where it's hidden. But I haven't broken. Not yet.
Sai, you need to hold on. We're going to find you. I'll make sure of it. We'll find you. Somehow we'll get you out of there. Sai? Sai! No! Bring him back, you bastards! That was no trick. That was Sai Sahan. Sai's a friend. Maybe my best friend. We need to find him and get him out of there. We need to tell the Prophet about this. He'll know what to do. But first, we need to find a way out of here. I don't care what else they throw at us. Nothing's going to keep me from helping Sai. Something's wrong. All the doubt, the fear, the loneliness. It's all coming back. I have to push through this. Let's go. It's the source of all my fears. I can hear it whispering to me, taunting me. We did it! The voices, the whispering. It's gone. This whole time it was like watching myself from a distance. Disconnected.
Dearest child, are you all right?
Yes, Prophet, I'm fine. The vestige freed my mind from the Daedra's control.
Thank the Divines. Your loss would have thrown all into chaos.
They won't take me again. Not alive, at least. Prophet, Manimarco captured Sai Sahan. He's torturing him to find out where the Amulet of Kings is hidden. We have to rescue him.
You brought Lyris back, and largely intact from the look of her. And she will need time to recover. One does not leave such a place unscarred. Did he? I thought he had firmly aligned himself with Manimarco and his worm cult. Curiouser and curiouser. What did he say? Did Sai tell you where he is being held? Then we must locate him before Manimarco forces him to reveal the amulet's hiding place. As you saw in my visions, the amulet's misuse ripped a hole in the barrier that protects Tamriel from the forces of oblivion. That damage must be undone, and the amulet is the key. But to find the... For now you must leave me to my meditation. I must set my mind to the task of locating Sai Sahan. Until then, embrace the unknowable. The drops of water cannot know themselves to be a river, yet the river flows on. Perhaps it was simply arrogance. Perhaps it was all part of his grand scheme. Who can know the logic of a Daedric prince? I will call upon you again when the time is right.
All right, that's another segment down. And time to head back to Davin's Watch and see if we have attained a high enough level to do the next section.
There you are, Vestige. Come to the harborage. We must speak.
It appears that we have. So back to the harborage we go. Just stop and get this chest again while we're here.
Good, you are safe. Good fortune did not abandon us entirely. Despite many days of meditating and scrying, Sai Sahan's whereabouts still elude me. The projection that you witnessed in the Foundry of Woe showed him to be in great peril. Though Sai remains hidden from my sight, Lyris brings news that an agent of the enemy lurks in Davon's watch. Fear is on the lips of the people. Darkness walks among them. Even a blind man can sense it. It is the Hand. If it is truly an agent of Menamarco's worm cult, it may provide us with a clue that will hasten our search. Seek this agent, but tread carefully. The worm cult is a cult of necromancy, and the undead are fearsome opponents. Venture to Davon's watch. Speak to Fedwira Lauren at the market, or Okia the beggar. Lyris first heard murmurs of trouble lurking in the shadows from them. Locate this agent of evil.
Comrade, a word.
I wasn't going to ask you for coin. I'm no beggar. I prefer to sleep out here where it's warm. Come to think of it, there was some out-of-towner mucking about in the abandoned stable last night. I didn't pry. None of my business. Also, he was armed. I'm no fool. Nothing else to tell, I'm afraid. It all happened rather quickly.
Can't you see I'm busy? We've got plenty of trouble of our own.
Since the war began, the market has never been busier. Let me think. Ah, yes, Imperial Fellow. Tall, brusque, rather boorish. He pushed me while I was haggling at the market. Scurried off toward the east end of town when I tried to have words with him. Typical. You're very sweet to say that. He scurried off in the direction of the stables, if that's any help to you. And he was with another man. Deathly pale with deep-set eyes. He gave me the chills, that one did.
Well, sounds like I need to go investigate the stables. But not the ones where we get our horse training done, the old ones. And speaking of stables, I need to stop by and start my horse training.
We need an edge in this fight.
We race fine horses in Devon.
Hate it when I do that. Alrighty, the old horse stables.
On your blood.
What is the meaning of this interruption? Why have you contacted me? This is Abner Tharn. The Master and I are very busy. This had better be important. Wait a moment. Yes, your report, you insipid twit. What, did you contact me by accident? How dare you speak to me in such a... Wait. You're not one of ours, are you? Color me intrigued. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't you contact me? Fascinating. Are you merely a blundering local, I wonder, or something more? Are you indeed? I didn't think that Redguard has-been had a single friend left. Not in this world, at any rate. Let me give you some free advice. Forget about Sai Sahan. Even if I told you where he was, attempting a rescue would be suicidal. Of course I do. But do you really think I'd tell you and risk incurring Menemarko's wrath? I think not. Ah, the owner of this place returns. And he doesn't look...
You! Get away from that!
Okay, well. Still goes that. Bow increased to 2. I didn't even have the bow skill. Ow. That was uncalled for. How did I miss that on my way in? Okay, back to the harborage we go.
There's an urgent task for you.
It's actually quite far across town.
I need help.
You've returned. Abnathan shows his face again. I get the sense that he might have a larger part to play in the coming events, but for good or ill, I cannot say. Leave the orb with me. I shall be able to use it to locate sites.
Hold a moment. Come here. We need to... I heard you and the Prophet talking about Abner Tharn. Didn't the Prophet tell you the story of the 5 companions? I don't know where to start. There's so much to tell. Abner Tharn is Grand Chancellor of the Elder Council, and Chief Advisor to his daughter, the Empress Regent. He is also Manimarco's toady. Tharn's first loyalty is to his family and the Empire, and he's a ruthless bastard when it comes to defending them. The Worm Cult obviously doesn't share those loyalties. Tharn would never trust them, but he's too much of a coward to betray them. Maybe. But what could we offer him? He's already got more gold than the gods themselves.
Well...
I heard you and the Prophet talking about Abner. Didn't the Prophet tell you the story of the... I don't know where to start. We were chosen by Emperor Varen to join him on a quest to recover a lost artifact called the Amulet of Kings. The 5 included Varen, myself, a Red Guard named Sai Sahan, Abner Tharn, and the traitor Manimarco. You only know him as the man who killed you and stole your soul. But back then, he was Emperor Varen's most trusted advisor. It was Manimarco who convinced Varen to search for the Amulet of Kings. Varen wasn't a true Dragonborn emperor. He didn't share Alessia's bloodline. Manamarco said the amulet could change all that. He said he could use it to perform a ritual that would turn Varen into a true Dragonborn. It took us more than 2 years, but we finally recovered the amulet and returned to Cyrodiil to perform the ritual. Manamarco set us up. The ritual caused a violent explosion of magical energy. We lost Varen. Saisahan and I were declared outlaws. Manamarco convinced the Elder Council to recognize Abner Tharn's daughter Clivia as Empress Regent, but Manamarco was the true power behind the throne. Saisahan and I went into hiding. There was a bounty on our heads. Well, the legend says that the Dragonfires were created from the blood of Akatosh and given to Saint Alessia. When a new emperor is crowned, they're supposed to relight them to prove that they're a true heir of Alessia, one of the Dragonborn. I heard you and the Prophet talk. I don't know where to start. We were chosen by Emperor Varen to join him on a quest. You only know him. Varen wasn't a true Dragonborn emperor. Well, the legend says that the dragon... It took us more than 2 years, but we finally recovered the amulet. I know it's a lot to take in. We'll talk more later.
Wow. So you have to select I've heard enough for now.
The fog has lifted, Vesti. The path before us has been revealed. It is both dark and twisted. Come to the harbor edge. We have an unexpected guest who demands your presence.
Well, okay. We're going to go ahead and call this an episode, ladies and gentlemen. When we come back next week, we will resume our quest through the harborage, levels allowing, and see how far we can get. Once we run out of the ability to pursue that quest line, we will get back into Vvardenfell and work on some of the side quests here that we just left behind. So in the meantime, I'm Ramblin' Rusty Elm. Have a good night, and don't forget to stop and smell the roses.